Looks like they're going with Hidden as their first pick here. Going for Iga Moyos. I'm not gonna pronounce the whole name.
It's gonna be too long for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going right to this hidden map. Pretty technical and kind of fast. The better of the two hidden map, personally. So I'm not
Well,
surprised.
I mean, it's like the two extremes, right? This is like the
Yeah.
hidden map that is more into the generic side, I guess. And then you have
the
the most
map.
popular band so far in the tournament.
Yeah.
Very low BPM and scroll, which it's very hard to read due to the hidden.
Yeah. Even though it's a 4-star map, like the pattern are very easy, just very slow. That's the only thing that made it difficult. It's the fact that it's just too slow. So here we are. So it's gonna be Jet Stay and IQ. This is Rachel and Janitor.
Let's see if Janitor can this time sweep as he attempted last time, but they couldn't. They got a 5-1 last time they got showcased on stream. This time with an early miss from Rachel. That might actually be the case once more.
Yep, that's a bad start right there. I mean, if he came back and take the accuracy back, and Germany lose some accuracy on their side, maybe they potentially take it. I mean, is it not a long map? 2 minutes?
It's pretty short, but a miss on the early beginning of the map is always the spot you will like to see misses more than anywhere else.
Yeah, especially
like in the middle, the combo cap gets reset. Oh,
no.
Rachel! Rachel!
What's happening? Oh no.
Rachel got so many misses there on that section. His accuracy, or her accuracy, actually dropping now into the 92s even.
Yeah, no. And his score too, like he lost so many points on this. He's below 400. He just barely got it now. And these players are currently at like 6,100. This is done. It's practically already done. Aside if we see some big misses from Germany, but it doesn't seem to be happening right now.
Right now it looks quite complicated for Canada. Their pick might have not worked out as intended. The map is almost over and it's still double full combo for Germany and quite a struggle here from Rachel. Janitor by himself won't be able to just take this back into the extreme accuracy.
Compared to both of the other players, yeah.
That play's just gonna get wasted here.
Yeah. That hurts.
100. Pretty epic score there by Janitor.
Only
Germany
100.
takes the first breakpoint actually, so that's huge.
Yes, indeed. So are they gonna be picking Sampo Michi with this kind of this gameplay from Rachel? Why this performance from Rachel? I'm wondering. I mean, they play a good hidden. Like it's not this. Like it's the first map they like failed a lot on it. For Rachel. Like maybe she will be able to come back. I mean, I always think she because of her name. But
I'm actually not sure, but
he's a male.
Okay, it's a he.
He's a he. So they are picking Cosmic Invaders.
Going straight into the gimmicks here. They got the lead they wanted now with the breakpoint. So as long as they win their own picks, they should be safe.
Yeah.
But challenging Canada on the gimmick map is always something that you need to be very confident if you want to take that challenge.
Well, like with this performance, maybe Rachel would be able to take it back and just make it like a double S on this map. I don't know.
That would be pretty huge, honestly. We have not seen many double S's on this map. I recall one by Nido King, which actually had perfect score too. He hit every single one of the finishes.
Okay. Yeah, but I think someone else I streamed yesterday had a double S too, or maybe like 100. I don't know.
100s we saw a couple, and that I'm sure. Yeah, you're right on that. But the question is, how is it gonna come out in this particular matchup because Germany is making their first choice, and if they're going straight for gimmicks, they either have a plan that resolves around taking the unorthodox picks out of Canada, or maybe they were just not expecting to win the hidden map like they did, and they just kind of need some time to rebuild their strategy, and this pick is just such a wild card.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who picks it. If you have a decent score on it, there's always a chance to win, because chokes on this are so frequent due to how the map is structured.
But all 4 players are currently keeping the double S. I mean, this is not the hardest part yet.
There's the first 100 by Setera. It's gonna give a small lead to the Canadians as the finishers take place here.
It's all important to hit them. Because, as you can see, Germany, even though they are like a bit of trouble in terms of accuracy, the finishers are really important here.
Wow, it's actually coming back now, Germany.
Yeah.
It's very close to take it back, and there's a miss by Rachel again.
Oh,
that's good news. That's huge for Germany.
Yeah, but Janitor is still keeping his double S here. That's quite impressive. But
I mean, is it gonna matter if with this break by Rachel?
No, it's not gonna matter.
As soon as Germany holds their combos, if they can hold their combo through the rest of the map, they should be safe. There's only a third of the map remaining, arguably the hardest third of the map, so
yeah,
anything can still happen. There's still the finisher streams, and those have proven being very difficult to a lot of.
Yep. Just need 1 miss from Germany to maybe Canada take it back. But maybe Canada's gonna miss themselves too. So
accuracy advantage is also on the side of Germany, so even with the miss, they need to drop a lot in order to Rachel to recover that loss, and now they're hitting the finishers and no misses happening on the German side. They're still holding the lead as we're entering the last section, the last slow jam.
With ISV finishers.
And I don't think we're gonna see misses on this slow section. If anything, maybe when the finishes start to happen here, although it doesn't seem like it, Germany is holding on. Very powerful. Moves it up.
But it's right at the end, so no, it's not gonna do enough. Even though Zetera miss is still like very late in the maps and won't change much. But double S.
Yeah, actually saw the double S. As you called it, nice by Janitor.
Great performance, but these early miss.
That miss there by Rachel, definitely hurting the team here. As Germany takes their own pick, they're now leading 2-0. We see 2 misses on each side, and actually, there's only 2 100s of difference between these 2 teams, or at least on this map. Yeah. But the miss from Setera was so late into the map that the combo cap didn't really hurt it all that much. Yeah. Yep.
Even though he missed, he still have the accuracy lead compared to Rachel. So it doesn't lose much point.
Meanwhile, Brazil just took the first point of their match as they are leading 1-0 or 1-0 to net. And Italy is currently leading 1-0 again against Venezuela. 100,000 points of difference plus for both of the teams. Here we saw only 17 between Germany and Canada on Cosmic Invader. So it's gonna be interesting. I imagine the maps after this are gonna be way closer, especially Canada's picks.
I hope. So yeah, now we're going for RBN Rave Knight. And with that, I mean, I hope Canada wins this one. Being an accuracy battle with 9.8 OD. Oof.
It's very challenging to get accuracy on this map. That's such a hard thing to do. We have not seen a single double S in stream for this map yet. Pretty sure.
Yep, hope to see it. I hope to see it one day. But being 9.8 is really hard, even for like the best player. Like, nobody can play OD10 and have double S that easily. I mean, the song is kind of tricky in his way. Like, the SV is not very fast for hard rock, but technically this map is really hard.
Oh, we see Aiko having a little bit of trouble there connecting.
Might be the turning client too.
To picnic for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. Back into the action now. The hard rock pick number 1. I think Sai is the only one who's holding the double S. So actually, Sai is joining us for this map in particular. So this is the first player swap for Germany, as well as Vladyushko replacing Rachel for this. No surprise, honestly. That is a very well-known hard rock play.
Yeah, but now Sai has lost his accuracy, and Canada took the lead back. And
this is actually really close though. Check the accuracies. 99.4 from Vlad against 99.6 from Say. And now Akio actually dropped a little bit, so he's 0.22 against 0.78 from Janitor. That's the main difference maker. There's like half a percentage of difference in accuracy, and that's it. That's the only thing that separates these two teams.
Yep. And Vladyushko too is losing a lot of accuracy right now, dropping to 0.25. But Janitor is keeping high, really high right now.
If the full combos just continue here, it's gonna come down to the wire, because a miss can definitely make up for this difference. It's not that big. As right now, Akio and Vlad are not that far off. But Sai and Janitor are half a percentage away of each other. There doesn't seem to be any misses from any of the players here. This is the main tricky part with the speed up. Maybe there's a miss, but I don't see it happening. Canada seems to have it pretty safely on their hands. There's no breaks whatsoever, and they will take their first point in the match. Akio with a miss right at the very end of the... Not gonna matter. 4 200s for 100s for Janitor,
10
and 10 for
Vlad.
Vlad. Double full combo. Actually, both of the German players missed right at the end.
Yeah. Zay missed earlier though. Or did he miss in the beginning? That's his accuracy drop in the beginning. Maybe it was a miss, but we missed it.
Yep. I'm not so sure. It didn't seem like he was missing at the ending, so it probably was a very intro. But he was holding the double S, so I don't know anymore. I don't think so. I think
But at some point he lost accuracy. I didn't check the combo. That's because he's 845 compared to the 892 or 93. So I think he's at the beginning a bit.
Oh, they're going straight to Sampomichi here. That's a hidden choice, and again, they reconsidered their strategy as they saw they won on the hidden pick quite comfortably. Yeah. They're now going for another one.
And this
if the hardest is a good choice or not, I'm not sure though. This is, as you said, this is way harder.
In terms of reading, actually.
Maybe they just try to force those maps where Rachel is supposed to be playing for Canada, because he's not having the best of the performances on this match, at least. So maybe they're just trying to pick those maps where they expect Rachel to be their second or first best player and try to abuse that.
Yeah. But Fudgy King seems to be joining for this map.
Yep, that's a player swap then.
You can play hidden. He's not only a double time player. He can play other mods as well, but he's most proficient on double time than any other mod.
And as a quick update on the other matches that are being running at the same time and simultaneously, we see Italy very close to capitalize the whole match. They are 3-0 ahead of Venezuela. If they win this match, they'll qualify to the round of 16. And Brazil, on the other hand, beating Netherlands 2-0 for now, securing their first spot in the group by winning this. But here we go, time to start then with Sampomichi pretty low SV hidden map. Low BPM, very tricky to read. Not the hardest patterns in the universe, but very hard to read due to the slow velocity.
Yep. And already Fudgy King missing some acts.
Yeah, we see Fudgy dropping act, but Akio actually dropping the combo. As we were mentioning, that hidden win before was very solid, but this map is so much different that the hidden advantage maybe not in your favor anymore. But right now, Canada is holding a very solid lead, 100% for Janitor and Jay Leste. And Fudgy, I think he has like 2, maybe 3 100s, but that's about it. He's like a solid 1.5% ahead of Akio, with the misses as well. So Canada in a very solid spot.
Yeah. There are no ways to break this point and get back the tie, to get back to tie. But yeah.
Maybe the breakpoint they were looking for indeed, to tie up the series. But the map is not over, there's still a third remaining, and any keylog or any misread for any of the Canadians could turn the tides of this match. Doesn't seem like Janitor is having any issues with this. His concentration is super center, he's holding 100%. Fudgy is also on a very good run here. He's hitting 1 or 2 200s eventually, but it's not gonna be all that impactful. There's 40,000 points of advantage for Canada and barely any map remaining. Even with misses now, I think Germany won't be able to recover here, and we will see the series tied up 2-2.
Yep, and GLSA misses at some point and doesn't get his double S.
He got that 1/100. Fudgy King only has 3, but Janitor gets the 100%. That's such a huge play by the Canadian. Interestingly enough, if Akio didn't miss on the entire chart, then that would have been really close. Maybe even a tie, or maybe even in favor of Germany, because the 200 counts are the same for both teams.
It's all about the finishers.
Yep.
At this point. But yeah, it's 2-2. And now no hidden pick left, no hard rock pick, only 3 modern Nobad are available right now.
Still have the double time as well. I feel like Canada might want to go with the double times if they don't feel comfortable with the double mod for whatever reason. If not, I feel like Classic Pursuit or actually Nostalgic would make some sense, as they'll probably double hidden hard rock.
I mean, going for like the Nomad picks, it's gonna be hard. Maybe Del Rio in this case for the first Nomad pick, because the 2 other maps are available right now are kind of easy to play for both of these teams, and it's gonna be too close for like the hard. So, I feel like
the Rio is like probably the safest bet for the normal, and I don't think Canada is looking to go for normal right now. I don't think they should risk it, because they still have to win 2 maps, and they still have 2 free mods. So, like, why would you try to go for something else if you have those options available? Maybe you can try with 1, and if you find it complicated after all, you can swap the double time. Normal doesn't seem all that interesting. I can actually see Germany going for the normal picks instead. Like the Le Fruit Defendu is probably going to be the next pick for Germany, or at least I expect.
But the Fruit Defendu, it's like the map, the most consistency map, and both of this team can play like double S this map pretty easy. As Canada is picking Shirley from the double time map pool.
They're surely picking this.
They sure do.
We see player swaps here now. Germany with FRZ joining here with Sai.
Yeah, Both of these players are known for the B double time player on Germany's side. And Fajikini and Vladyushko are also good double time player.
This should be in favor of Canada, though. I feel they should be able to take this one without that many difficulties. I expect Faji and Vlad to both rock on this double full combo without too many issues.
Yeah, in terms of accuracy, of course.
Yeah, the question is how accuracy is gonna behave for this particular matchup, but we'll see. I think Canada just has the upper hand in general because they should just double full combo really, and this double time pick is kind of harsh to get good accuracy at, so if you can combo then you're fine.
Is it not like OD5 actually?
Yeah, this is OD5.
So the accuracy is kind of easy from the 2 double time. But it's a long map, so accuracy drop is bound to happen. And already we're seeing FRZ having some trouble in accuracy.
Well, so is Fachi now. He dropped a couple of 100s there as well, and now their accuracies are kind of tied actually. So we'll have to see. Seems like Canada's holding a super small lead to a finisher. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see as the map progresses. This lead isn't really all that significant or impactful. I expect both teams to drop more 200s at the very least. And we see actually Sai now dropping that accuracy a little bit, and so is FRZ. Vlad, on the other hand, though, still holding 100%. And that's a miss. First miss of this map for Germany. No good news.
And in that time of combo, like 350, it's really high. The bonus point from the combo is gonna hurt.
Maybe they can come back though, because the accuracy from Sai is actually very solid, and FRZ is not that behind compared to Fajiking. So what they probably would need here is a mid by Vladyushko. If there's a mid by him at any point of the map, then they might have a chance. But honestly, as he's holding 100%, you wouldn't expect him to drop the combo at any point at any given time. He's very solidly holding this consistency with his accuracy, and his hit concentration is super tight. It's quite unlikely that Germany has a chance here to come back.
And the same goes for Fajiking. I mean, he will never drop, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure will never miss, but he can drop some accuracy from here and there.
It's close to finish, those single taps not hurting anyone actually. Now into this last key eye section, there's not many nodes left, and the difference is just ramping up. As the combos are not being reset from the North American team, they should be taking this, but there's a miss there by Vladyushko on one of the streams. I don't think there is enough time. The accuracy is still in favor of the Canadians, so as much as that miss is very impactful, it won't be enough for Germany to take the lead back. Although it's shrinking, there's not enough time, and Germany not quite there to take this point, but only 10,000 points away. Canada takes the lead for the first time in the match, winning 3 consecutive picks. But now it's Germany's time to pick and hopefully cut that streak from the Canadians.
If that map will be go for like 1 more minute, maybe Germany will have to take the lead back, because they have the higher accuracy compared to Vlad, and for FRZ is really close to Fudgy. So yeah. I mean, overall, the average is pretty much the same in terms of accuracy from each team. But yeah, it's still 3-2 for Canada, so it's now Germany's pick.
And we have to see what they want to go for here. On the other side, Italy just defeated Venezuela 5-0. They swept the low-seeded team, and they'll be advancing to the round of 16. And Brazil currently beating Netherlands 3-0. They're looking for the last 2 maps to be wins for them in order to get the first spot in the group. And right here, 3-2 in favor of Canada. Germany has the pick. I'm not sure what they should go for here. I actually said that the Fruit Defender was probably the pick they should go for. But we don't really know how Germany wants to take this. The double time pick was not decided by that much. So
yeah,
Gypsy Tonic might be an opportunity for them too. I'm not sure.
Try. Maybe they're gonna go on a free mod or hoping to like be able to play a double mods for the both players. And I mean, going to no mod, le Fruit Défendu, I always feel like since it's a consistent pick, you don't want to pick this against Canada. There's gonna be accuracy battles until the very end. And you don't want that. Maybe the Rio is probably like the most big for to try to get a point in the nomad map pool, as well as Mandar, which is kind of tricky. But I think Canada can play this map.
I don't know. I like consistency picks against higher seeds, though, especially if you're a strong high seed or a strong low seed, because there's the chance that you just go double S, right? Germany can probably do that. And of course Canada can do that too, but if you feel confident, like if you have played it so many times and you're still consistently hitting the 100% or consistently hitting the amount of points you think will be enough to put a fight against the top seed, then why not, right? That there's always a chance for a choke, and if you feel confident, it's more likely that the other team chokes than you.
Yeah, and even tie can happen, which is rare, but so yeah, we're actually going to nostalgic.
Okay, so free mod. This might be what Canada was waiting for. Maybe they didn't want to show that they were interested in picking free mod in order to bait Germany to do so instead. But now with nostalgic, it's probably gonna be Hidden Hard Rock. Honestly, will Germany be able to double Hidden Hard Rock this too?
Maybe. I didn't check much of the other match they play, but some player didn't play. Sometimes they didn't play double mods, but like they can play double mods. I'm pretty sure. It just depends on the player, actually. But Janitor and Vladiushko, they sure need to play a Hidden Hard Rock on this map. So maybe someone might go like one mod because they can gonna get a higher accuracy on this than play with double mods, and hoping that Janitor or Vladiushko miss accuracy to compensate for the bonus point. Because you know, like playing the double mods, you get like what 120,000 bonus points from the maximum.
Yeah, I think the multiplier is 0.12. So yeah.
So the difference, if you play one mod, it's just 60,000. It's not that big.
Okay, double Hidden Hard Rock for Germany actually, and just one Hidden Hard Rock for Canada. So Vlad is gonna go with the only only play. So that's an advantage for Germany out of the gates. So Germany can afford to drop a little bit of accuracy compared to the Canadians because they have the 60,000 points leeway. Will they succeed while trying this? This lower section is proving to be a bit tricky for Akio to accurately hit. Actually, everyone is struggling, yeah. The fact that there's no constant rhythm makes it kind of tricky to get good accuracy. You sometimes rush or sometimes drag a little bit. Once the stream starts and just keeps going for a bit, spotting the breaks and the timing, like the muscle memory, it's so much easier. because you don't have to those awkward like one halves or maybe even 1/3 breaks.
So now we're seeing that Germany has a lower accuracy from Canada, but because of the mod advantage, they still keep the lead. But it's by a little margin right now. It's few thousand points.
Okay, here we go with the long stream. Are there any misses? No, they aren't. Both players in each team manages to get through. But the map is very, very long, so a miss can happen at any point due to loss of concentration or just anything really. Chokes are the main reason why this pick was avoided eventually. Although it's pretty common to see this one showing up due to the mod combinations being like available. Like you can double mod this so easily, or many players can.
And being
popular.
Being a 4-minute song, chokes and miss are bound to happen at some point if you lose focus.
Going now is about to enter to the last third of the map here. Canada is behind by about 30,000 points, so all this advantage being basically provoked by the mod difference. And as Janitor and Blada holding the better accuracies, it's not gonna matter all that much if Germany just keeps their combos as they are. That actually they're having, as you said, 120,000 points of advantage each, but then Vlad is just behind, and actually he misses alongside Akio on the speed up there.
Okay, that's gonna even it out a bit. I mean
that's gonna help. I want to say that's gonna help Germany more, honestly, but it's not really gonna help anyone. This is a very even trade.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with this miss, Vlad lost a lot of accuracy, and now like equal to Germany's accuracy, and so it's getting harder to like have an equal amount of points per nut. But even though he's the one with like the mod disadvantage, so like him being mid it's better because he's gained lower amount of points than the other player.
Oh, that's a miss by Sai at the very ending, although the big difference is it's gonna carry Germany already.
Winning by 40,000.
Very solid play though.
Yeah. That was a good pick from Germany. I didn't think that Vladimir School would play a hidden with this. But Janitor with the FC.
Good FC there with Hidden Hard Rock. Very impressive play there as well from Sai, who just missed at the very ending. But any good play with Hidden Hard Rock, it's very impressive. Just because Hidden Hard Rock is just so not that common to see. It's such a frequent thing. Like such a new thing. Like I don't recall this even being allowed at points from taiko or Kawa. It was just straight up impossible to play due to some ways that the game behaved. Like it was bugged for such a long time. That's a 3-3. Series are tied again.
Now it's time to get high for tiebreaker.
Oh, definitely. If both teams win one more time, then we'll see the tiebreaker happening. Canada has to think carefully here. As you said, Del Rio could be a decent pick. But maybe they just go from Gypsy.
Classic Gypsy. Oh yeah, the other double time, yeah. I mean, I don't know for Classic Pursuit if they can play with, like the mods is gonna be better for them, being the most technical map of all three free mods. And yeah, they're gonna be picking Gypsy Chronic.
This is the last pick for Canada, regardless of what happens.
We're gonna see the same player from the other double time map. Veggios going Fudgy King, I guess IQ and Xay. With my might see FRZ actually. Changing for IQ.
This could be a huge pick though, because again, the last double time was pretty one-sided through most of the map in favor of Canada, but at the end, there were some struggles, and Germany managed it to stretch the lead enough to make it just 10,000 points of difference.
Yeah, but this map is quite different from the other one. I mean, let me check.
Well, yeah, the accuracy component is slightly harder due to the overall difficulty being increased.
And being a shorter map to help. But yeah, so now the taiko, the tournament client is gonna be resetting, seeing the real point. So yeah, it's much more closer, but IQ is at 97 accuracy, 98 now. Canada is gonna take this lead, but oh, Fudgy King is missing a lot too now. Now the harder parts of the patterns here.
We're still seeing every single player full combo in here though. The accuracy is definitely in favor of Canada, but again, a single miss and it's doom. Tricky patterns happening all the time, but no misses whatsoever. The accuracy from Akio though is decreasing as time goes on, and that gives the advantage to Canada. It's about, again, half a percentage. The map is very short and it's about to be concluded. If there are no misses from the Canadians, they should be taking this one. Can they hold on through the last stream here? It's a very long one. There's no difficulties at all.
It's very long.
Seems like it's gonna be a win.
But yeah.
And it is. That's 4 100s. I keep saying 200s. I have to stop playing Mania that often. Only 4 100s from Vlad Yushko, getting the MVP spot for sure. Alongside Fudgy's 9th 200. Oh my god, 100 play. There we go.
Are they even 200?
I swear I studied.
300, 150 in Mania?
Yeah, it's 300 perfect, 300 normal, 200, 150, and
okay, there's 200. Okay. Oh yeah, I play a bit of Mania, but it's not my main. Still hard for me. So last pick for Germany, match point for Canada. Very important choice here. I wonder if they're gonna go for the free mod classic pursuit and hoping to get a as good performance as they have on Nostalgic.
And now for the last pick of the match. What do you expect to see from Germany here?
What do I expect? It's gonna be hard. I mean, Classic Pursuit, they won off the free mod on Nostalgic, but Classic Pursuit is very different from Nostalgic, being more tricky to play with the different snapping. And in terms of no mod, Le Fruit Défendu is pretty much like the third no mod pick from this one. Del Rio is the speediest one. I don't know who plays a lot of the speed map in Germany side. So if they pick Nomads, it's most likely to be Sazmar Mandor. And if they pick their free mod, I mean, hope for them that both player in Canada, like one of the player of Canada, don't pick double mods. So it's very hard to like have a definite map. But I mean,
I think that maybe Classic Pursuit is good because it's not that hard rock friendly at points. So like the speed up sections with hard rock are pretty fast, right? So maybe they try to go for it in order to make Canada, like forcing Canada to make the decision. Well, do we want to go hidden and maybe being Rachel back, or do we want to go maybe double mod and potentially choke? I think with this map, with Classic Pursuit, you're forcing Canada to make choices, and that way it is a better pick.
So FRC is coming in for IQ, and both of Canada's players are going to be switching. Maybe seeing Janitor and Rachel.
Janitor being still here, he's gonna play this one. I imagine maybe Hidden Hard Rock. We see FR set here with Sai instead of Akio, which is interesting.
Warning for the second player of Canada to kind of.
Will we close the matches of the group stage with a tiebreaker? That will be nuts.
That would be nice. But actually it's gonna be Vladyushko coming in for Canada. And last time he picked only Hard Rock for Nostalgic, so maybe he's gonna pick only Hard Rock again for Classic Pursuit. But we're gonna see later on.
And here we go again with the last pick of the match. 4-3 in favor of Canada. Germany needs to win in order to force a tiebreaker and potentially get top of the group. If they win both of the remaining matches or maps, they should qualify as first. So bear with us.
Yeah. Either way, they are bound, but they are passing to the next stage. But it's a fight for the first, and if they go to tiebreaker, it's going to be a real fight. There it is. Rachel is coming in for Lejusko. Seems like they had a bit of trouble connecting to the client.
Alright then, here we go, 10 seconds. As we are good to go here with Classic Pursuit, we are seeing double Hidden Hard Rock from Rachel and Sai, with Janitor in Hidden and FR on Hard Rock.
I mean,
will Germany take this one and force a tiebreaker?
Well, we've already seen some accuracy drop today, but it's still early on, so it won't matter much. But
yeah, there's no more advantage this time around for Germany, so
yeah,
they'll have to bank on their own skills to outperform Canada on this.
and the only thing I'm thinking right now is Janitor playing only hidden with classic Pursuit being a really slow heavy map.
Yep.
In the early on, especially.
He did really well on the hidden map though, so he should be used to read this kind of things.
Yeah. I mean, it still has more faster than Sanpomichi, but it's kind of tricky in the same time. So if the SV is really slow, like at this part, maybe he can miss something.
Well, he's dropping some accuracy, but that's not going to be that big of an impact because Zai on the hidden Hard Rock is such a low accuracy compared to Rachel. That's being the main difference here. FRZ and Janitor are not that far off each other, but the two double mod players are in fact quite apart. So Canada's taking the lead due to that, but it's again not that big of a lead. And with a third of the map remaining, a miss still makes up for this. And by a big margin really, a miss can be very devastating for any of these teams.
Is catching up.
There's still one slow section remaining, if I recall correctly, so... And yeah, there we have it. Will Janitor be able to keep his combo? Will Rachel keep his accuracy up, although it's getting a little bit lower?
Yeah, it's getting close to Zag's one.
Yeah,
and
the
Janitor
score lead is so shrunken. It's getting so small. It can come down to accuracy at the very end. Janitor and FRZ are literally at the same accuracy. Rachel is just very smallly outperforming Sai here. And the map is practically over. It comes down to this last few nodes. There's a 100 there by Rachel and another one, but it's not gonna be enough. That's 5,000 points in favor of Canada. Those 3 100s from Rachel, that advantage that it will give to Canada makes them take the match 5-3.
And we're not going to be seeing the tiebreaker, sadly.
Unfortunate. It was really close though. Those 200, those 100s at the end by Rachel, if they were like 2 more, it would have been in favor of Germany.
Yep.
That was so close.
People want to see a show match of the tiebreaker. But I think we're gonna go to the show map pool showcase after this in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, this is it for the match. They can play the tiebreaker if they want, but we need to get moving into the map pool showcase quite soon, so we'll need to do some preparation. But that's it for the matches of the group stage. They are officially concluded.
So who passed and who didn't pass? I'd like to see this.
I actually should check the information page. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it. So for Group A, Poland and Australia have passed. From Group B, it's South Korea and Chile. On Group C, Taiwan and France. On Group D, Brazil and Italy. On Group E, Canada and Germany. Group F, we're having Japan and Singapore from the low seed. And on Group G, we got United States and United Kingdom. And on Group H, we're having Hong Kong and Spain. So these are your teams that have passed.
This does mean that on the brackets we will be seeing Poland versus Spain, Japan versus France, Canada versus Italy, South Korea versus the United Kingdom, Chile versus the United States, Germany versus Brazil, 7-1 memes, Singapore versus Taiwan, and Australia versus Hong Kong. Those will be the matches from the round of 16. It's gonna be pretty intense. Round of 16, I'm telling you that these teams are stacked. They are all super crazy.
Yeah, and having 2 low seed passing the high tier of their group, being Singapore and Spain, who pass Indonesia and Argentina. So we're having some low seed passing to the bracket.
Yeah, arguably Spain was the strongest low seed, so it's pretty good that they managed to make up for it and do the upset. On the case of Argentina and Singapore, hello there. Argentina kind of underperforming a little bit. They had the same win-lose ratio than Singapore, but they just lost the match against them, which is interesting. But anyways, we're gonna have the Maple Showcase happening in some minutes. We need to prepare some amount of things, but we'll leave you with Mango and Enwolf, or lovely map selectors, to talk for a while we're doing so.
I do believe we saw some of that preparation earlier.
We saw nothing. No, that never happened, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, we're good to be here. Enwolf, how are you doing?
I'm fine. This was a very exciting weekend. How about you?
I'm good. I'm just looking at the stream right now, and I just see a string of 5s on the right-hand side. Oh, it's gone now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
Bye-bye. I'll be leaving, so have a good day.
Thank you, Ducky. Thank you, Juan, for covering for me, firing me at the same time. Not really sure how that works.
Easy.
Right, so I think Enwolf would like to take this opportunity to talk a bit about the teams in the upcoming elimination stage, or unless you guys have already talked about that.
So very briefly, so you can go for it. We only really mentioned the brackets and how the matches are gonna be, like which teams are on which matchup for the round 16, but we never really talked about the teams. We just mentioned the matches that are gonna happen on the round 16.
I think to keep it brief, I think it's just easy to say that the matches are probably going to be closer than they were last year. One thing to note is that because of the format change, it's best of 11 now, so you need 6 points, not 5 points. So you're going to have to work harder to get that win, but I think it'll be worth it.
And we also got some potentially very crazy matchup for next week, as you probably already like South Korea, United Kingdom, or Australia versus Hong Kong. That's some matches I have high hopes for.
So, what are your thoughts on how the map pool played out? I thought it went pretty good. I thought people enjoyed it. Group stage,
yeah,
to be specific.
Obviously, not every map was played as often as, let's say, the Food Defender, but that's just how it is. That's just how the maps work. That's how the map dynamic in this pool work. Like, you're obviously always going to see the easier map that's just about consistency more than something like Gypsy Tronic, where it's very easy to trip up. But considering how people avoid some maps, nothing really was ignored as much as was last year, where we actually only saw Day After and Entrance twice. We have nothing even close to being that rare this year.
Except for Tiebreaker. Except for
Tiebreaker, but it's best of 9. We had 3 matches now, with Germany versus Canada being the last one, which ended up with 5 against 3, so that was very close to tiebreaker, close to 5 tiebreakers, so I just counted that as 5 tiebreakers.
Honestly, I'm just happy that we didn't have as many sweeps as we did, like we could have had. There were very few, well, not few, but there weren't nearly as many 5-0, or in the case of last year, 4-0 sweeps.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always happy. I mean, it's good to see. I think it's good to see that teams are capable of showing, doing something,
And even the maps that were used to get some minor upsets from the weaker seeded to the higher seed, they varied more than last year. Like last year, most of the upsets were on the gimmick map, or they were in Ginga Tetsuno Penguin. this year was a bit more varied. Like, we had some upsets on Classic Pursuit, we had some upsets on Del Rio, we had some upsets on Zampomichi, which was something that actually is similar to Entrance from last year, but way more fair. So it was
and much more well received as well.
Yeah, like it actually has 17 plays. It's not even the least played map, despite being 120 BPM hidden.
Final note, I just wanted to say that it's also pleasing to see that the modded maps, especially like I'm talking about hidden hard rock free mod, are being explored a lot more compared to last year. Like last year, everyone just went for no mod. People just played the heck out of no mod, and we thought that was,
We still tried to go for no mod a bit more, but we kind of forced players to go into mods because you literally couldn't win a match only picking no mods, unlike last year where it was easily possible to just go 4 picks in no mod, which had 5 no mod picks available. So even if one of them was banned, like the gimmick map, you still had 4 no mod maps to just go for instead of going for a more riskier mod map.
Yeah, I think one of the things we tried to aim for is make the no mod pool less appealing as an option. So, I mean, not in the sense that it's not something you would definitely want to pick. Something you have to think about, just like every other mod. I think we've achieved that in terms of making the other mods more accessible or equally accessible.
I mean, we've still got the 2 most picked maps in no mod, which was kind of predictable because one of them is the gimmick map, which always offers a weaker team to maybe get a point, and the consistency map, the short one, like Kitojima.
Anyway, Juan, we're knock. We're still waiting for the map to showcase.
Some things to happen. Again, something similar to what happened last time is happening again because haha.
Oh dear.
Why should it work?
I mean,
Well, there's a couple of things we can kill time. We can talk about stuff. Let's talk about next pool, sort of expectations. Let's talk about what's going to happen in round of 16. So general notes, different size. So expanded from 4 no mod to 5 no mods now, but everything else remains the same. The intention, at least the logic behind this, and would you like to explain something about matches and picking the final map or something? I think,
Yeah, so we're getting closer to the scenario which was in finals last year, where at the end of a match you only get to choose, if you're at a 5-4 situation, you only have a more limited amount of maps to choose from than in group stage. Like group stage you had 4 maps to choose from, now it's 3, and in semi-finals onwards you only have to choose between, you only can choose between 2 maps before tiebreaker. And we also have 1 normal map less than you need to win, so again, you're first to pick a mod map to win.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, just putting the pressure on and giving teams a more giving them more of a challenge when their back is against the wall, essentially. Now this round of 16 pool is on a whole nother level compared to group stage. Whole nother level, and by a whole nother level I mean it's garbage. It's
I wouldn't say garbage, but
it's okay. It's okay. Consider that well, we haven't actually revealed the pool yet, so we don't know what's going to happen. Personally, from the selector side of things, we think that the maps themselves are very nice. We think that the songs themselves are also very nice, but we think this is possibly entirely subjective, but we think it lacks cohesiveness in terms of how the songs tie into each other, and it's still very diverse. Maps are still very diverse. We just feel it doesn't. There's something lacking. I don't know. What do you think?
So I think there's some very specific maps that aren't at the same quality that they were in group stage, but I think overall we still cover basically every skill you need that you also needed in group stage. we have that variety. It's just some maps might be a bit disappointing. They tie into the pool very well, so we couldn't really get to replace them if we wanted to, but they might not be the most favorite map of some people. Say that. It's nothing. I think it's nothing like last year, where day after double time was very poorly received, or something like
I think we're almost ready. We're almost ready, I think. We are almost ready. I think there's just final checks taking place right now as we speak. I think we're within a minute.
He's checking.
Oh, and also,
checking.
as a new round, so new stage, new replay memes. So just to explain, the replay memes this time are comments, famous quotations, and/or famous quotations that have been thrown around, mostly from the map pool selectors, but possibly by a few other individuals as well in the community, regarding the maps themselves. So, yeah, it's just sort of, we hope you enjoy. We won't really pay any attention to those, but they're just sort of comments that were thrown around while we were selecting the maps.
Yep. It's just something to watch out for while the maps happen.
Okay.
I am mad. You're watching what I'm watching. I'm mad. this will take a little
Yeah,
bit more.
we
Yeah,
can see
it
what's
is.
happening.
It's just that some maps are not working, so like for some reason they just disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could do an F5. That worked for me. When the error, it sort of just happens, you know, this sort of stuff happens.
Sadly, something we hardly have control over.
Chujin from the Twitch asks, is there no group stage recap? There is a group stage recap, and that will hopefully be posted on the news, the front page, within before Tuesday, hopefully. I think, yeah, I'll be writing the recap alongside Pooflock, so that'll be nice. There are definitely a lot of moments to talk about this weekend.
It's definitely going to be
We are hyping up the map pool, but we are not showing the map pool. We are giving anticipation, but not delivering.
Can't you just showcase the maps in real life with a real taiko drop? That would be painful to watch for everyone involved. Very painful experience, indeed. It's actually not the tourney client.
Yeah, things this pool are going to be a bit more extreme in terms of length as well. I think we have the shortest map in the pool so far, like
The shortest
possibly
and the
in the entire
longest.
pool. Shortest and the longest so far. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, hooray! Hooray! We are finally good. Okay, showcase is starting. Sorry for the delays, but we are going to make a start, and we're just. Okay, just a fun fact out there: the total length of all the maps is 40 minutes, I think, in total. So if you add all the times, 40 minutes. Showcase, so it should take only just a bit longer than that. Right, are we ready to?
Looks like we are ready. Vanguard is still here.
Yep, I am. Okay, right. First map of balloons. A map by Kinomi Candy, but in actuality is a collab between Kinomi and Ozzy Ozrock. Oh god, it's the default skin. Default skin strikes back. Oh no. Well, all the matches are streamed on the other skins, so that's good. Okay, so anyway, this is Balloons. The OG is 5 BPM 280, so it is a speed map for this stage, and it's just basically a harder version of Del Rio from Root Stage, and that's pretty much it. Penwolf, do you have anything to add?
I can't pass this. We are reaching the point already where I can't pass a map in the pool. Hooray! Big surprise to the speed map. It's just like the Rio. It starts off easy and it gets hard at the end. The star rating actually is lower, which I still, the star rating is just a huge name at this point, but this really is harder than the Rio. And faster too.
Yeah, faster, denser, and the patterns are more relentless. There's just, it's a longer strain basically. You have to play for longer. The map is longer as well, I think. It's just a hair.
A little bit longer, yeah.
Just a bit longer, but that's not much of a difference. Unlike Del Rio though, there are no 1/3 in this. It's just pure 1/4. So really, it just feels like a double time map with really low OD.
Yeah, you could say that.
So enjoy the song. What else to say? I've actually tried playing this map with various play styles. Full alt is not incredibly easy, so it's, well, it depends how good you are, really. Totally single tappable, totally.
Also after this we're gonna do a minor break, like 10 seconds, by the way.
Oh, you need to swap the skin?
I mean, we can. Yeah, we could swap the skin too, if you wish. That's not the thing I was looking at, but we can definitely do that.
This is also the third longest map in the pool. And yeah, there's not too many maps that are actually above 3 minutes. It's 3 in total, and this is one of them. So if anyone was saying there's going to be 2 long maps, too many long, it's roughly the same amount as the group stage. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, so I think this map will definitely benefit teams that are really consistent with this sort of stuff. You know, just it's consistency speed, I'd say, just round it off.
This is the section where teams will choke for no reason at all. And that's it.
Cursed 999k score.
So we give one a short time to do his thing.
We just hope you don't fall asleep. I just hope you don't fall asleep while you play this song. Short break.
Igor when? Soon enough, I guess. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the map itself isn't too hard, but we're gonna see misses. Just because someone had a brain fart, or, you know, it happens. Or mysterious lag spike if you happen to live in Australia.
I'm excited for the next map at least. It's much shorter. It's literally half a length of the first map.
You're gonna have to say the map title properly though.
I'll try. This doesn't count as an unpronounceable name for the bingo because we already had it in the last two anyway.
Igamoyo equals Omui something.
You tried.
The name was so long that it went off the sheet. Okay.
Hopefully we don't have another one.
Okay,
like
while
that.
we're waiting, I'm just gonna throw out a few random statistics. Average length of the map is 2 minutes 33. Average SR is actually not that much higher. It's like 5.74. Average BPM is slightly higher. Previous stage is 199. So numbers are increasing. That means good luck, team.
That means we're actually entering round of 16. No, this pool does not have a map with a long Japanese map name. Instead it has one with a long English name.
I feel like people are gonna hate us for this pool. I mean,
Not hate. They didn't hate us for the pools last year. Just would have been better if N-Tiger was a selector instead of a stupid N-Roll. Shaking my head. Bring N-Tiger back.
speaking of which, we have yet to decide what we're doing next for the replays.
Really hope one didn't just fall asleep. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
And
Okay,
the
you're
second
taking
map.
this one.
So the next
That
map
looks like
is our obligatory low SV map, which is, excuse me, Princess Zelda's Rescue, a map by Kata Freak. This is 96 BPM and the scroll speed is 96 BPM, but the map is entirely snapped to 1.6 and also includes 1.8 and 1.12. So good luck reading this, especially the second half of this map is going to be very difficult to read because there's a lot of snaps going on. Also, I know I recognize the song, this is Zelda's Lullaby.
Hey, fun fact, this is me playing the map.
Indeed. So, to no one's surprise, all these replays are going to be done either by Mango or Tasha. Not Tasha. Tas.
Yeah,
My brain
I
is-
like this map. I think it's surprisingly difficult to act because of the low SV.
And it's
Even though it's only a 6. It's frustrating to nail. There's a certain few sections in the map that are quite frustrating to nail, especially this bit when it starts picking up speed.
And this is only 4.9 stars, but this is definitely more difficult than pretty much every map we had in the last pool. Especially to act, to read. Take this as a kind of next level for reading skill wise from Sampo Michi. Doesn't exactly have the same skill set, but it's the closest thing from group stage.
And of course, we have a ninja at the end. So yeah, low SV pick.
Obligatory.
Obligatory low SV pick.
The next map is also short, and it's our second speed map, you could say. It's Ludus and Tenebris, a map by Nyan. Well-known mapper. This is a speed tech map. So what this map has is, it's not as dense as the Rio or Balloons, but it has a lot of different snaps, like it mixes 1.3 with 1.2, 1.4, and 1.6 in various constellations with various patterns, and it also has a few one section with pretty hard to hit finishers. So good luck hitting all of them for your maximum score.
The thing is, it's only OD5, so accuracy is not really the highest priority here, but there are a lot of awkward sort of offhand patterns, and so either practice or be a god at reading like Sasuke here, because some people are going to miscount and they're going to miss. So be careful.
This is also only, in quotations, 5.9 stars. It's definitely harder than it looks like. Don't underestimate this map.
You know what's funny is that this was originally suggested as a speed map for group stage, and we were like, no.
This is a bit hard.
This is a bit hard for group stage, I think. So thankfully, it's a good map, but thankfully we pushed it aside. But yeah, primarily 1/4 plus 1/3. That's the real challenge about this.
Yep. And luckily, this is a speed map that's not as long as Balloon. So if you really want something, if you really don't want to play Balloon, this map might be for you.
I think DDKK players are going to have a blast with this because they don't have to worry about hand switching. Although there are certain sections, and there's finishers as well, so, you know.
Yeah.
All right. First of the possibly controversial picks, I think. Right. We have Grief and Malice by our featured artist, Helpline. He is a featured artist, right?
Yes, Helpline,
Anyway.
featured artist.
One of the very first ones, I think. Possibly.
Yeah.
One of the earlier ones. Anyway, this one is a map by Ritoli, Madoka, and Hamra. One of the longer no map? It's the longest no map, yeah. OD7, 200 BPM. It's ranked, so many people will be already familiar with this. Consistency, with bits of goodies sprinkled here and there. Mostly 1/4, has a few streams, passages, but there are doublet sections and there are 1/4 plus 1/6 sections as well. Like this long stream here. Mostly long streams.
This is unlike the Kitajima map, group stage, this is a long consistency map. A bit like Nostalgic, but Noma. And this has a lot of different things you have to watch out for. Also, you can now cross off farm math on your bingo card.
Didn't we cross that already with Shirley and DT?
Yeah, but Shirley DT was an old farm map. It's not a real farm map anymore. This is a current farm map.
Well, if this doesn't fit the bill of farm map, there's another map later in the pool that definitely fits the bill. Yeah, we got some here as well. So, and this brutal 1/4 plus 1/6 stream, that would definitely catch people off. But it's not as hard as it looks.
It actually really isn't, but it's still a difficulty spike if you don't expect it. Chances are you might trip up. You might even trip up if you know it's coming.
I think the position that this map holds is basically nerve games. Like, people are gonna be nervous if they play this map. It's 4 minutes. It is tough to maintain consistency for that long. And you could have other problems like lag spikes, you know.
Which we don't.
Why are we
hope
blaming hardware?
is happening.
I mean, I got a ton of lag spikes while setting this play. My laptop is cursed.
Is it Ron's laptop?
Yeah, Janitor in Twitch makes a good point. It's OD7, so at least no note lock. Well, I think note lock is a thing that you can train to get out of. There are certain techniques you can use to get yourself back in a stream.
this map is the end with some 1-6 quads mixed in with just normal pattern. This is really come out to.
It's just quite diverse with the sort of stuff it introduces, I'd say. I think so. We got doublets, we've got 1-6 quads, we've got 1-6 patterns, we've got some 1/3 as well at the intro. So mostly consistency, but with a few tricky bits here and there. Although, if I'm being honest, I think people are going to miss on the easier sections just because that tends to happen. Anyway, that is No Mod 4, and for the next map, I think Enwolf doesn't want to really talk about this.
No.
So
I don't. I really don't.
So yeah, this map actually made an appearance in one of the warm-ups earlier today, I think. Or was it yesterday? I think, it was yesterday. UK picked it against the US yesterday. So yeah, we've got the much beloved Papa Yappa base that was mapped in 2017, I believe.
Yes.
But yeah, this is a accuracy map. Tech accuracy, simple as that. And semi-gimmick.
Hey guys, April Fool's was like 20 days ago.
Is this out of the April Fool's joke? This is really just a tech map with some finisher is ninjas which are used in the same way as a minor gimmick. So it's not comparable to Cosmic Invaders at all. Small gimmick map, but Freebound has something more interesting. Instead.
This section I find very difficult to have good accuracy on. The doublets, even though they're mapped properly, it just throws me off. Hey, if you FC this map, you can pet the doggo.
It is not a gimmick map. No one said it's a gimmick map.
It's not a gimmick map, yeah, it is. It's semi. It has a interesting gimmick, which is the high SD, which the pattern of which is plastered on the diff name. But aside from that, it's not really a gimmick map. It's just got one quirk to it.
So everyone's safe. The map is over.
Okay, no more done. Yeah, everyone's safe.
We are heading into
We're
Hidden
done here.
with a chat map. Sarutobi champion is Sasha. This is a map that changes per BPM. It starts off with 130 BPM and quite a lot of tech patterns. There's a lot of 1.6. There's one particularly hard stream with 1.8 and 1.6. And then the map speeds up to 195 BPM into pretty difficult stream section. Kind of as difficult as Gypsytronic, but with Hidden added to it. So that's going to be a bit difficult to play.
Yeah, what is there to say about this map? I think this is honestly one of my favorite ranked maps, just because of how it's mapped. Also, I'd like to draw your attention for the eagle-eyed people out there. This replay was set all the way back in mid-October. Not really sure why. We did have a bit of fun editing the replay names though. So yeah, we're just coming to an end of the tech slow SD section and about to transition into the stream section and the higher BPM section.
And this is the high BPM section.
Personally, what I find difficult about the streams is there's so many KDD and KDDD, so it's just constantly switching between the 2 or 3 that it's really hard to keep track of what the stream is actually trying to do.
I can't play them. They are very hard compared to the streams we had in the last pool.
All right, and in stark contrast to Sarutobi, which is a mix of tech and streams, we have, having learned our lesson from Time Traveler last year, which apparently high SE does not equal speed hidden, we actually have a speed hidden map. So we have Forgotten by the Ghost of 3.3, a Phoenix, Taiko Oni, very ancient map, older than me, probably. Yep, very low SR as well, 4.9 I believe. OD5, HP5. So on paper, this looks like a really easy map, but in reality, this is very awkward to play because of the patterns.
It is
hidden,
indeed.
speed hidden, speed awkward hidden. It's difficult. I'm going to quote Tasuke here. He said, "It's hard for good players, but it's relatively easier for people who aren't as good." I think that's what he said. Something along the lines of that, which I have to agree with. It is, as someone who is probably like highly skilled or ranked or whatever, this map is not fun. Like, it's not fun to play. It's so awkward. It's so challenging.
Yeah, I still have a hard time playing this. Even no mod, despite it being 4.9 stars. The sliders actually don't help in this map. They're kind of hard to hit. And so is this mono section we have coming very soon. Oh, am I late already? I'm late.
There's a lot of cat mono patterns, which are annoying, I guess. I mean, you'll just have to play and see. It's different for everyone. Fun fact, Tasuke could not FC this first try on Hidden because he had a miss. I don't know, there's nothing really to say about this map. It's fairly consistent throughout. Purely 1/4 speed, 250 BPM.
No offbeat patterns either, so they just start on white or red ticks in the editor. So that about the same as Sapobichi, which hardly had difficulty with snaps either.
Although there are people out there who prefer reading speed hidden as opposed to slow hidden, so that's something for them, I guess.
And we're
That
heading
is
to...
the hidden pool.
That's a hidden pool. The hard rock starts off with... Juan is already happy about this. Farm map number 2, V-Day, a map by Chromox. PP makes your PP grow. This is a 7-star map with OD10, so obviously this is the accuracy map for hard rock. This is basically a straight step up from Arabian Wave now, having lots of bursts, lots of doublets, a small SV increase. So this is just about accuracy and consistency yet again.
Yep, OD10 or OD 9.8, so basically OD10. It's difficult to maintain accuracy on this.
Also, I promised last farm map in this pool. It's a bit of easier section, but there's going to be harder snaps coming soon enough, after VKI, to be precise.
It's a good song, good anime as well. Who doesn't like a bit of Boku no Hero Academia? Do you remember what it was like when this map got ranked?
No, I was sleeping then.
Well, this map actually had a fair bit of significance. Like, both Yeah, it's fairly significant, I would say, this map, for more than one reason. But I'll leave that for the more to the imagination of some of the more informed viewers of the Twitch chat.
This is a high ESV section, as advertised. It's not very hard to read, so it's nothing like equal to below, wallow if you're a janitor.
Yeah, but for me, this is definitely harder to act than what's it? Arabian Wraith Knight, for sure.
Yeah, but that's kind of a
Because of the
point.
stats.
That's kind of a point of a 1-of-team map.
Yep, just stepping up. Okay, quickly moving on to the second hard rock. We have Miracle Simpo X. Now, I don't think it's actually kind of a fake, because the Simpo, the S in the Simpo is actually a 5. So when I tried looking for the song, I couldn't actually find it because I remembered it wrong.
This is just reading pick. It's 210 BPM, so quite high base SV to read. The OD is just 8.4, and it's mostly about consistency. Not consistency in the same way as the day, which was accuracy. This is about hitting the patterns actually, because you need to be a bit better at reading high SV than you have to be with the day. Like, the high SV section of the day doesn't compare to this. We have some screams here. So that's also a major part of this map. But Gab, you promised a talk about hard work last week and you didn't give any. And it's simple mostly. There's the force maps with difficult parts in the middle. And we're hitting the end.
Right, I'm back. I had a few technical issues. Sorry about that.
That's alright. We're heading to double time now. With an actually unranked map by Theon, with a very hype song, in my opinion, Gold Dust. This is a 265 BPM song. That's 2 minutes long, and with double time, VSR's about 6 stars.
Honestly, in my opinion, Gold Dust is a great song. It basically will cure your depression. It's so uplifting. It will bring your spirits up. I'd sing to this, but unfortunately, I think that would get me banned from casting.
I would agree to that. So this map feels a bit like old map, but it's actually very new map. It's mapped last year, I think, by Theon. This is just about consistency. It's got the same density and difficulty of patterns as did Balloons. Some longer patterns in the second half. More mono patterns than Balloons did, so this might be a bit harder for DDKK than Balloon. But this is just a speed consistency pick. So if Balloons was like a speed difficulty pick and Ludus and Tenebris was a speed tech pick, this is a speed consistency. Yeah, this is easier than Nomad 1. That's the point of the map.
It's easier than No Mod 1, but it's shorter and has higher OD requirements, because OD5 plus DT is equivalent to OD 8.8. That's... you're not going to assess that. Well, fewer people are going to assess it.
Do you want to bet on Betson's Snow and SS the Raven Wave Knight?
No, I think people are more than capable of FFing this. Arabian Raid Knight is a whole nother level.
Sad.
Yeah, Goldust, amazing song. Right, moving on to the next double time pick. We've got Cyber Thunder Cider, which is, again, quite an old map, actually. And do you remember when this was ranked?
I actually don't, but I think it was 2012. 2012 or 2011, one of both. 2012, I was right.
Right, so this song, sort of similar in nature to Titronic from the previous one, slightly faster, but more broken up streams. A lot of DK patterns. So that's gonna totally annoy a lot of people, I can imagine. Even, odd patterns. Many even patterns, actually, so gotta watch out for that. And accuracy, of course, 5, similar, same as Goldust in 5, but OD 5 plus CQ, so it's OD 8.8 after corrections.
Arguably harder to act.
Arguably harder to act because it's got those 160 bursts, which are faster and are more demanding on strain.
And we've got more offbeat patterns than we had in Goldust. So this is more just oddity map, I guess you could call it.
Toward the end, we also get these finishers-like patterns, as we saw earlier. So it'll be difficult to catch those, especially once you transition from playing finishers to regular passages. We might see a few misses there. And for those people who were, for those people complaining about storyboard lagging their PC on Nostalgic, there's a storyboard on this, so it's not as intensive, but remember to disable if you're one of those people. We did mention it last week.
This is the shortest map of the pool. This is a September map, Battle Teams Skull Boss. This has a star rating of 6.2, OD of 6, BPM of 200. We are entering Fremont, by the way. This map is basically two very separate sections. The first half is about DDDK bursts, especially with cuts at the end, the big cuts at the end. So you will have to place fast 1-6 and then be able to hit these finishers. And
easy for DDDK, not so easy for KDDK. That's what I know.
The second half, on the other hand, is a pure stream. It's actually a death stream. Like, once it starts, it doesn't end. And at the second half of that stream, the patterns get a bit... they change a bit. They become a little bit more difficult. So, if you trip up the end, you might lose a lot of score just before you might have won.
And or because it's free mod, if you're playing with a mod, recovering is going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's just one stream. I think this stream is like over 200 notes, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But it's still, compared to the other streams in the pool, in the last pool, this is a very long stream. And that's already the map. It was just 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yep, super short and not quite sweet though. Short but not sweet. Very, very evil map. So, yep, hidden hard rock, doable but very risky. Now this next map, YOLO, or Numvin Dove, I'm not sure why I call it that, to be honest. I think this map surprised me a lot, because I didn't expect it to be this good. It is an amazing map, very diverse, lots of different types of snapping, and because obligatory French mapper extraordinaire. We have lots of SV. It is a rival. Yeah, lots of SV to play around with.
Very difficult for both mods.
Yeah, very difficult for both mods. With Hidden, you got the slow bits, which are very difficult. With Hard Rock, you've got faster, higher SV section. So in essence, it's almost like a spiritual successor to Classic Pursuit, I would say. Just longer and more difficult.
I would also say, unlike Classical Pursuit, which also was quite evil with no mod, this map is a bit more tame if you play it with no mod, but it's even more dangerous if you have Hidden or Hard Rock or Hidden Hard Rock activated. I'm interested to see how the mod combinations are going to work out with this compared to Classic Pursuit. Which surprising to me actually, surprisingly had a lot of Hidden Hard Rock.
And we've got this high SV section, which is very brutal on Hard Rock. Overlapping finishers as well. Honestly, this map is literally play with mods at your own risk. Unless you practice loads, this is not easy at all. I might say I'd have a better time playing this with double time.
Yes, a small BPM increase, not as big as on Sarutobi, the Hidden. It's still noticeable, especially because it also comes with an SV increase.
Hey, they're saying the name of the song.
It's a We Hate Mod Users map, indeed. And Nova will pick this just like Nova picked wir hatten ja mal last Classic Pursuit.
So what I'd like to see is a lot of people, a lot of teams, one of them playing no mod and the other playing a mod, just to take it for the team essentially. That's what I'd like to see. Although judging with how many people went for Hidden Hard Rock Classic Pursuit, I wouldn't be as surprised if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, as said, it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe high seed and top seed are going to handle this differently even. But yeah. Entering a 5-minute map. The real successor to Nostalgic. Ryokugan no Jealousy by Mapper31. This is the free mod consistency pick of this pool. This has very evil 1-3 plus 1-2 patterns, which are hard to play with Hidden, but this map is 218 BPM, so that could be difficult for Hard Rock, especially with OD 8.4, especially over 5 minutes. This is also the obligatory Toho map of this pool, after Group Stage didn't have one. Shame on us.
Honestly, for those people who are wondering what this is doing in free mod, honestly, I don't think this map is that hard at all on Hard Rock, being only 218 BPM. It is perfectly readable, and the patterns themselves aren't too hard. There aren't any particular long streams or bursts. Most of them are very simple, so Hard Rock is totally doable. Personally, I find it's more the 1/3 patterns are really brutal on Hidden, and I think it's roughly equal for both mods. I wouldn't go as far to say that it's equal, like exactly equal. I still think that it's possibly slightly easier on Hidden, but they're not that far apart. Honestly, I've tried playing the map multiple times, and like my Hidden and Hard Rock skills are roughly equal at this point, so it's not that much different. Because most of the patterns aren't that hard.
Yeah, but you have to remember V1-3 are actually quite hard to read with Hidden. So that's kind of counterweight to Hard Rock being hard in general, I guess. At this BPM.
Also, it's a great song. It's just a good song.
This actually was a tiebreaker, but standard drop this year, well, last year.
if you look at the map length overall, like we haven't gone to tiebreaker yet, but like this is by far the longest map, but we don't actually have that many long maps in the pool. Considering, if you consider anything over 4 minutes is a long map, then we only have 2. That being Greek and Malice with this. This is almost like a pseudo tiebreaker. It's like pseudo tiebreaker.
Basically like nostalgia. Even if you include 3-minute maps, we only have 1 map that's 3 minutes, so that's still only 3 long maps. We'll try to be nice. Somewhat.
But I can totally understand if there are teams who wish to avoid 5-minute maps, this long confrontation in a battle of consistency. Because, let's face it, like this map has over 2,000, like more or less 2,000 combo. Misses, if you have an extra mod, you can afford to tank 1 or 2 misses per mod. So if you're actually decent at mods, then I can totally see people going like, well, the thing is, hidden hard rock on this is really evil. I don't see many people going for that because the SP is pretty high for hidden hard rock. But then again, you can afford to miss a lot more if you put on the double hidden hard rock.
This is indeed not the tiebreaker, by the way. This is remob.
It's a pseudo tiebreaker. So, fake tiebreaker.
And TB is actually 1 second longer than this map. 1 entire second, yes.
Just be glad and will stop me from putting this in the double time pool in some later stages. I think we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the song. There's really not much more to talk about. The 1/3 section comes back eventually, and that's pretty much it. Oh, it's Happy Stick. Wonder what he's doing here.
He's not being sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of people realizing it's not easy on Hidden Hard Rock at all. Like, I can't play Hidden Hard Rock. I personally cannot play this on Hidden Hard Rock, but I know that there are people who can. So it's just an option for those crazy people out there. All right, it's over. Okay, tiebreaker. Wow.
We could try to make this a big surprise, but I think
A lot of people
there's
know
no
what it is
point doing
already.
that.
A lot of people know what it is already. Anyway, it's time for tiebreaker. You introduce it.
This is Double Helix, mapped by Loopy, the United States taiko player. This is not TKS world. This is basically a tech tiebreaker. You could compare this to a little bit. Not really, but just to compare this. This is basically last year's Goodbye Mr. Jack, while Sun Chimera was last year's Black and White. So we kind of swapped group stage and 116 tiebreaker if you think about this. This is very tech heavy. It has some SV changes, but not really major ones. It's also a very nice song.
Yes, we're playing the game of no Camellia because Camellia makes a wonderful song.
I like that.
But the thing is, like, we're literally playing to avoid Camellia because we know for a fact that eventually there's going to be a tiebreaker by Camellia. So by not picking Camelia's songs early on, we avoid the problem of having too many Camellia maps as a tiebreaker. I'm sorry, your songs are amazing, but for the sake of diversity, we had to pick this. Not like there were any other songs that were that could fit the bill though.
yes, people are pointing out this is kind of tech heavy, but it has a lot of standalone long bursts, so you could say this has a speed component, a finisher component. The tech patterns aren't incredibly difficult, to be honest.
It's tech, but also consider that it is round of 16. You've made it here. If you do happen to lose on this tiebreaker in the round of 16, you're going to have another shot at reclaiming the title in quarterfinals. So, not over yet. What we like to think, actually, possible spoilers, what we like to think is that round of 16 and quarterfinals are sort of like sister map pools. So, generally what you will see in the quarterfinals will be quite different from what you see here.
That's very true.
And it's something we tried to do last year, but possibly failed miserably. I don't know. That aside, we think that this will give players a real challenge. Sure. It's consistently tech. That's one way you could put it. Lots of finishers as well. What do you think? What are you thinking about how people are going to apply mods here? So we had quite a few mods on Cosmic Mind, of the few tiebreakers we had. But what do you think?
I don't really think that's going to be mods of this map.
Yeah, same here. Hard Rock is basically good luck, and Hidden is evil because of how techy it is.
Yeah.
You're better off playing no mod and just not getting any misses. Obviously, I can see a few people going for Hidden, but those players are probably part of teams that are so strong that playing tiebreaker is unlikely to be able. Although that's just me projecting here. I could be wrong.
You're saying that, but we actually have some very tough matchups next. Where actually teams might be using Hidden on the tiebreaker. If they get to tiebreaker. Like Australia and Hong Kong meeting, which is 2 top seeds. Who knows what they're going to do?
Janice makes a good point in the Twitch chat. Too bad it won't get played. I mean, historically, round of 16 tiebreakers are the rarest, I would say, because it's the point at which teams are straight out of, group stage, and there's the greatest difference in skill, I would say, at this point. So that's sort of an inevitable consequence. But we would very much like to see this played as a tiebreaker. It is a very good song, and a very good map as well.
I don't expect it to be played, but I would be happy about it.
And that's basically it.
That's a pool.
We hope you enjoy. Hopefully you saw what we were talking about regarding cohesiveness. I think all the maps themselves are fine. Cohesive-wise, well, it's all subjective, really. Good luck to the 16 teams that remain in this tournament, and hope you have fun next week. We'll be here to do this again, same time next week. And Wolf?
Yep. I'm very excited to see the next matches. Good luck to all teams. Have fun. Try to have fun at least.
Yeah, try to have fun. And remember, rhythm is only a click away. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Thanks for watching.